Good morning, good morning. So, quick message for one of you who, or all of you, it don't matter. Because he is showing his fun side, he's showing his flirty side, he's showing his lust side, that doesn't mean he's showing you his potential father side. That is something y'all ladies have got to be accountable for, because y'all are making babies with these men and y'all are complaining about them. You already have received signs, you've received the knowledge that you need, you have gotten what you need from this individual to know if they deserve you to be, for you to carry their seed, for you to carry their future. And you know that's what you are. They give you the fertilization, they give you the child, you carry the child for however long you carry the child, however your body allows you to carry it. And during that time, your body is going through a lot of changes. Your body is going through a lot of, and not only is your body going through a lot of changes, your spirit is too. When you're carrying a human being, you're also carrying another spirit. And if that spirit is constantly fighting you, constantly giving you complications, it's because technically, it is what it is. Now, spirit, when it comes to spirit, you could be chosen, and it could be, that time and stuff like that. But thing is like, you got to be careful on the partner you choose, because those spirit guides are going to guide that child from then on. You know what I'm saying? And then you got to get used to it. You got to adjust. You got to be aware of these spirit guides that you receive. And the problem is a lot of y'all don't care. Y'all just be hunching on anybody and anything. And then next thing you know, now you contemplating on being with this person, not even marrying them, not even making it right. I'm just speaking on spiritual compromise here. That's all I'm speaking on. I'm not judging nobody. I'm not down on nobody. But please be mindful on who you let hit raw. Be very mindful, because these dudes out here do not care. They were put on this earth to be challenged by this earth, and we were put here for them. And in a spiritual sense, that's just what it is. And we're still unappreciated. So what you have to do is you have to be discerned. Be the woman you're supposed to be, the woman of wisdom. That's what we're made for. That's what we were supposed to be. We are the most spiritual thing gifted to them. And they don't appreciate us because we don't appreciate ourselves. We've allowed ourselves to be part of them so much that we are distracted, so much that we don't even freaking know how to be who we are meant to be. And, overall, I'm talking about spiritual compromise. And as a woman, when you are pregnant and you carry a seed for somebody, because you're not just doing it for yourself, you're doing it for someone. That's why they got you pregnant. Okay, that's why you got pregnant, because you're doing it for someone. You are the host and they are the giver. Okay, you get that? It's much bigger than you. But if you already knew that this person was manipulative, this person was it, what makes you think a baby is going to help you? What makes you think that this is going to save you? And I know a lot of ladies, they were like, oh, well, he did this, he did that. Why'd you sleep with him in the first place? Let's just stick to one subject, though, ladies. Why did you allow this person to sleep with you? Pull out is not always an accurate, pregnancy preventer. Hell, condoms ain't even good enough nowadays. Celibacy is the way to go nowadays. That's the safest thing you could do for yourself, is be celibate. Y'all are so focused on your own egos. Y'all are so focused on your own manipulation that you're not thinking clearly. And that's sad, because like a lot of you ladies have so much potential to be much more than what you are, but you're choosing your own conflictions, your own ego over your spiritual path. You will stay lost. You will stay in these constant toxic cycles until you learn the lesson. And some of you that have children now they're going to have to learn the lesson, because mama wants to do whatever she want to do and have all this fun, but not think about her spirit. Now you got stresses and bills and more distractions, and you're not feeding into, and you're not allowing your path, and you're not allowing God, you're not allowing your spirit to be used in a better way. You're constantly in spiritual conflictions because you're allowing these men out here to manipulate you into other things. You're allowing sex, or you're allowing your own ego boosted addictions to run your life. That's what a lot of y'all's problem is. As women, I'm holding y'all accountable, because sometimes it's not these men. These men show you how stupid they are, and as long as you're willing to give, they will take. And then you put narcissist on them. Honestly, the way I see it, half of you women are narcissists yourself. You just do it differently. You manipulate through your emotions. You manipulate through the victim state of mind. Because when you get these readings, you're not being fully accountable. I see that shit. When I do a reading for you, I see everything, especially how you're manipulating the situation. But off the rip, this ain't me. I'm not trying to, I'm just trying to help y'all understand how accountability works, okay? Now, if that adds me into the pick me lineup, I don't give a fuck, because half of y'all just sit here and y'all just want to get offended by anything anyway. So, fuck y'all. But on the flip of it all, when you put yourself in a constant victim state of mind, you're gonna stay in that. You already made up your mind where you stand in the situation. But if you sitting there being sneaky, just trying to find out the truth, and you gotta lie, and you got to manipulate to try to get this person to be honest about it, why are you even with them? Why you give them a child? If you feel the need to manipulate the truth out of somebody, you causing compromise in your household. You causing constant curses, and then you involve a child into it. Y'all stupid. Y'all are stupid and low vibrational. And I see this a lot in my readings with women that like to play victim. They wonder why they get cut off. Y'all wonder why these men act the way they act. You wonder why these men, they move on to a better family or a better woman and want to raise their family with them, and they don't have nothing to do with you, because you manipulated this person so much that it's a dead-end situation with you. Therefore, it's a dead-end situation with the child. It ain't right. It's not right. But you got to understand that that's what happened. That's the truth of it. Spiritual truth is a debtor. And honestly, some of y'all would probably, if spiritual truth was heard in the judicial system, in the court today, if we had spiritual people ahead of the courts, half of y'all wouldn't get child support, and over half of y'all probably wouldn't have your children. Let's just be honest about that. Spiritual law is above all. And you can't hide from a true seer. And so that's why I say you got to be accountable. You young girls that's having these kids with these men, yeah, they may act a fool and all that stuff, but they're showing you who they are. Why don't you see that? Why don't you not see it? Why don't you believe it? You think you can change somebody so much? You're not that powerful, baby. You're not. That's mediocre thinking right there. That's childish thinking. You can persuade an idea, but this manipulation is always going to cause you to lose. It's always going to cause you to lose. But like I said, hey, if I'm on the pick me lineup, hey, put me at number one at least. But, and I'm not sticking up for no man, because I think half y'all dudes are stupid. I'm just going to say that right now. I'm just saying, as far as my ladies go, I love y'all. Y'all are beautiful. Y'all have so much potential. Oh, for real. The video keeps cutting off at 3 minutes. I don't know what to do. But I love y'all, and I appreciate y'all ladies. I do. Especially those that really, have gotten readings from me, and y'all see where I'm coming from. Y'all see where I'm at. I'm just trying to get y'all to understand what accountability looks like. And that means doing a cross-examination, doing a full self-assessment on yourself, and really going through the healing that you need to go through. Because a lot of things start from home. That's up here. Okay? Where your mind goes is where you need to do the shadow, okay? You can't physically go back to these places, but you can address them here. And you're not always going to get the sorrows you think you deserve. You're not always going to get the, what is it? You're not always going to get the closure you think you deserve. Because honestly, all this is you just trying to feed into an ego that you can't control. What you're going to have to do is you're just going to have to address and accept what it is. and move forward. Now, if you already got kids, there's still blessings, but you have got to see it that way. And you've got to learn this lesson. I don't know who needed to hear that. And I don't know why I just had to come out like that. I didn't mean to come out rough, but the energy had me come out that way. So I just had to do it. But yeah. Anyway, I hope y'all have a blessed and wonderful day. If you got to get it out today, you got to cry it out to heal. Cry it out. Don't hold this shit in no more. You're a good mother. You can be a better woman for yourself. And it starts with accountability. It starts with you. It starts with your spirit. It starts with healing. It starts with doing true self-care. This is way more than getting your nails done, baby. You have got to do a spiritual cleanse. And you got the tools to do it. Anyway, I love you. Bye.